my personal opinion is cybersecurity is kind of a prestige class, right? It's like a secondary kind of career. You should have some other background before you move into it. I think that makes you more well-rounded. Not saying that there isn't a place for like, hey, I straight went into college, went straight into red teaming. That's great too. But there is something to be said about, especially leaders having more varied backgrounds.
Yeah.
I've seen folks that get kind of, I don't want to say narrow, but they get kind of, I feel like they feel that they're stuck in certain areas. Like, oh, I'm always doing SOC management or something like that. And I think, branching out a little bit and trying different areas is beneficial.
Absolutely. The way I see it is, cybersecurity, the leaders that do the best in cybersecurity are the ones that understand how potentially a hacker or an APT, enemy nation might try to penetrate, because that's what security is all about, right? Somebody breaking into your weakest link and, compromising that. So unless you can think through outside the box, right? If you've been trained in a particular way, a textbook fashion, cybersecurity, then you can never think outside the box. And I think it's almost, you have to be borderline, you understand the right word is like, you got to be like skeptical all the time, like what could go wrong, without really wishing on that, but always being ready, like, okay, is this, like, are all the aspects covered properly or not, right? And so,
Well, I think
so absolutely.
to jump in on that, my kind of path in wanting to get into cybersecurity was like movies and spy films and
Yeah.
things like that. So for me, it's kind of fun to think through the scenarios and try to get creative with how these things are done. I think that's why it's important to have a varied background too, is you understand
Mhm.
the different needs in software and how these things interact, right? If all you've ever done is help desk or even just you know basic SIM work in a SOC or endpoint security, you maybe don't have the understanding of like how red team people operate, or tools like SAP
Yeah.
or any of those like Salesforce, but just the mess that those end up being at companies, because the goal is making money and getting ERP stuff done. They don't care about
Yeah.
security principles and things like that. So understanding that these people with these kind of messy closets that you're investigating, they just don't care. So you have to work around it.